Hi, welcome to my channel. This channel is against the current view of cosmology, of astronomy. I'm telling you that the Big Bang is false and we cannot see the universe. These galaxies are clouds, static clouds, small. We can go here, they are close. Okay, but in this process, discovering that the Big Bang is false, I discovered the Einstein's false physics, quantum mechanics, what is the real face of the light. The electron does not exist, the proton does not exist, and things like this. So, but in each video to show to you, so I have 44 years old, I'm from European Union, from Romania, okay, I discovered all of this. 44 years, okay, so in each video I cut from other videos for exemplifications, and so in this case from Brian Greene World Science Festival, this about quantum mechanics, how light it is not the electron, it is light. Okay, so watch what I'm talking about.
One thing which is rarely said about quantum mechanics, which to me seems the core of the theory, which is granularity, discreteness, quantum, quanta.
Yeah.
In the discussion about the meaning of quantum mechanics, we tend to forget that, and I think this is wrong. Quantum mechanics came out as a description that things we thought were continuous are actually not continuous. Jumps are great. For instance, light is made gets to me as photons, individual photons. If
little bundles of light that are hitting you.
If I have a screen, lights get here. If I look sufficiently carefully, just one dot here, one dot here, one dot here, one dot there. Or, I don't know, atoms have discrete orbits, right? And the electron jumps from one to the other, and so on and so forth. There's all this discreteness at the basis of quantum mechanics. Which means that it tells to me that if you want to think about quantum mechanics, we don't have to add things, there is less. So the electron is here, the electron is there. This seems to me the indication. So now let me come to your question.
Yes.
One way you pose the question is, what is a measurement? Okay, and that's, I think, the right question. It's the right, you asked to Elise, you asked to Sean.
So if you watch that, Brian Greene, this is the way I made the videos, okay, about light. To understand that the sound is light, I inserted in this video from a program I can make music, okay. So you understand that the electron does not exist, okay. So the matter is made with light, and in the case, if you do not believe, okay, because this paper it is made with light, in some way I can prove to you, okay, you see light on the surface, so it is not with electron, with light, with some frequencies of light. So, but if you not believe me, I can set this on fire, and I actually will do this in this video, okay? And you'll see light and fire, okay? Escaping from this paper, okay? So this is what I want to tell you. The electron does not exist from a period in Mendeleev chart. The proton does not exist, and all the 16 particles that are light, and matter is made with light. So now I will tell you another thing. Light does not have a speed. Is the space basically. It's a hyperspace on sci-fi music. It is a hyperspace, or a 4 dimension of space. It is constituting with light and some infinite field, but does not have energy, how you are saying. So if you know double slit experiments or things like this, that's why I insert for you to understand what is a quanta, or is all this stuff is wrong somehow. So I will clarify all of this. So watch another part from Brian Greene, and I'll speak more.
The way I think could be useful, think about quantum mechanics, which is called relational quantum mechanics, is to try to answer this question by saying everything is a measurement. Every time any two systems interact, they're measuring one another.
By definition, an interaction is a
interaction
measurement,
is a
regardless
measurement.
of who's doing it, what doing
it's
it.
It's a
So
measurement.
yeah. Okay.
Yes. So the screen, the particle touch it, that's a measurement.
Yeah.
But also an atom here in the photon bounce it, that's a measurement.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the wave function is just telling us what is the way one system is going to affect another system. What's the probability distribution of the way it's going to affect it? Now this works at one condition, and that's a hard point, and that's, I think, what quantum mechanics is deeply telling us.
Okay, if you watch that, now I must explain to you that the sound, it is light. I will show to you in a program of music. So if you know, in this old manner, you write a sound, like you write sound exactly like you write pictures. You inscribe pictures like in these videotapes manner, like a videotape cassette player. See, you put a motor with some speed, it gives you the temporal display, and you write pictures here, not in electromagnetic. This is electromagnetism is light, and you write some signal, so exactly pictures in row, and you read them with so they are light. You are see the picture is made with light. Okay, but maybe you do not believe that the matter is made with light. So for that's why I'm telling you like this. So I've told you already, you take a piece of, so my name is Gheorghiu Mircea, I have 44 years, okay, if you understand my name. Okay, so now you take a piece of iron, let's say I have a nail here, okay, and what you are seeing is light, always. So I've told you in my videos, you cannot see light. You cannot see this hyperdimensional field of light. But everything what you are seeing is aspects of light. So the matter is made with light. Electron does not exist, and not even the 16 particles. But now, you take this nail, okay? So you put it on darkness. You cannot see it. You only see it. We see it with light. But now you are believing somehow that it is made as only the surface. Okay, you see the surface is hit with light, or you cut it in half. You cut it in a small piece, in a small the more minuscule piece that you are thinking of. So you shine light and you see light. So now you must understand, you must somehow believe that you are seeing the surface illuminated, but the nail is made with light. You see light because light rejects each other. That's why you can copy in Xerox manner. As you have a ball and impacts another ball and rejects in a similar manner. Okay, if you have green, it makes a copy. Green copy is rejects, it make a duplicate. But nothing like in process of classic mechanical. You hit two balls and they reject like. There's some other principles, okay, but now if you do not believe somehow that so this is the atoms, how you are saying, because they were as you're isolating them on mass. You have this big cube like this, and you differentiate by mass between iron and silver and gold and another metals, or by volume and so other properties. And this is what you are called the elements or this table of elements or atoms. Okay, but now the iron, it is like a non-element, but they are not constituted with atoms. Let's strata KLMNO P 7 strata, there are tons of light. So what I brought this, I have some oil here, okay. So, but now watch another part, and after this you will see some programs in music programs. You will see why I compose music. So you must visualize how sound looks, because I'm telling you about the fourth dimension light. It is the fourth dimension of space. It's on infinite. So watch another part immediately, like after Brian Greene, you see from my laptop a monitor filming that channel, and then I will show to you more about like real stuff. So watch.
The condition being that the actual result of the measurement, the act of interaction, doesn't display a property of, say, the particle, but displays a relative property of the particle with respect to the screen. That's contextuality. Now,
so just so I can understand, if I'm measuring like our spin-a-half particle that we had before,
and you see it up,
and I see it up, you're saying it's not that the particle is up.
That's right.
It's that I and the particle stand in a particular relationship,
that's right,
which is what we would normally call the particle up, but it's not a property of it, it's a property of us both.
That's correct. That's correct. Which means that every time you say the particle is up, which is fine, what you really should say, the particle is up with respect to me. Exactly. Yeah. And if you do that, I believe things go in order. So the so-called paradoxes of quantum mechanics go in order. The cat, which interacts with the quantum stuff in the box, the Schrödinger cat, it's either alive or dead with respect to himself. And do you have a cat? Yeah. That's right. So with respect to the cat is just alive or dead because the quantum object did this or that. But with respect to me, who are outside the box and looking at that, careful, the cat is neither dead nor alive. Because with respect to me, neither of these two are realized. So whatever I see next, I shouldn't assume that with respect to me, one of the two happens.
And just want to make sure, and it's clear in your approach, obviously it must be, but that if two different observers are interacting with the same object, they'll never find any kind of contradiction. You know, if the spin up is not a property of the particle itself, you might wonder that, you know, person A stands in the spin up relationship, but person B might stand in the spin down relationship.
That's exactly what has been discussed. I mean, this idea of relational quantum mechanics came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
And it slowly grew, sort of number of people interested grew slowly. Now there's a lot of paper coming out. And
you started it. This was initially your idea, is that correct?
That started off with a paper of mine in the 90s.
Yeah.
But then was developed, first by philosophers, a number of, including important philosophers. Bas van Frassen, for instance, wrote a paper on it.
I'm making this video for today, so everybody maybe knows when he's editing. As this is the sound, how the sound is looking when a person speaks. Oh, if you know, like this.
It gets to me as photons, individual photons. If
so this is the sound. You can add sound on an image, and you know this is the sound. If you know this in an edit program. So I have a program composing music like this. So the sound I have like here focus, okay, citrus, this, so instrument, this is like a plugin, okay. So these are instruments, presets, like 500 instruments, like this. Okay, and the same like a voice is looking, let's say pan flute, okay, here you see. So this is the way how sound it looks, but now you must realize that it is copied and stored in a static manner. So it's not in a temporal function. So it's copied and stored in a okay, and it's with light. So the sound is light. You write these waves with light. So, and it looks similar like the voice, you see? It is the same patterns like the voice. So how small you can minimalize the image basically of the sound, because it's stored like an image. This is one idea. Okay, if you watch that, you must understand the sound. It is right with light. So the reality is made with light, but you cannot see light, I'm telling you, like you are believing the speed of light. It makes a connection. The speed of light is a particular case of vibration in a rectilinear manner or some signal. Okay, if you want to communicate on Mars or on some Pluto planet, you have this delay of 4 hours. In this manner, you are believing somehow that is with the speed of light. The speed of light does not have a speed like exactly like water does not have a certain speed. It is a field, okay, and you can push water at different speeds, okay. But now the water it is being conditions a boat to go through it like this. So that's why you transmit an image with light, made with light, with sound or something when you communicate, and this is making an impact in this field of water. In this manner, it is a certain limitation. Like if you proceed like this manner, like in a rectilinear manner, or when you send this kind of signal, okay. But the light it goes through another dimension, and it is not about a space over time there, okay. Gravity even also it is. So now, but if you do not believe me that this steel piece or iron piece or stainless steel, maybe okay, forms of iron, okay, so it is made with light. You must know by now that you pass electrical current, it flows through it. So like this, okay. I'm telling you the electricity, it is light. No, so all the colors, all the tones, okay. So it passes, the light passes through wire. You do not see it, okay, and you do not see wireless, but you are seeing only light as a surface. So now the second trick is what it is inside in a quantum level. So you see the quantum level, this white. This is white. If you break this, like in a case of the iron, you see, you will cut it in half. You will see it with light. You shine light, or you will see light. You break this. You see white. You break this in even smaller manner. You see light. In this manner, you see light. But in another way, you know that it is made from light. You see, I ignite this piece. I set it on fire, and you will see fire mixed with light, you see. So now you can deny that somehow, how you are saying the ions, like oxygen ions and something like this, but the fire makes oxygen, you see. You can deny still somehow if you want, but you cannot deny that it is light, that it is coming out from this paper. So now you see it is made with light, maybe when fire, but now you can deny that it is made with the fire. It is a separate matter. I'm telling you that the fire is intersected with light and makes all the matter, like even ions and gases and water is made with fire. The proton, how you are saying, is the fire basically. So I'm telling you, science is wrong, okay. But you can deny this, but you cannot deny that it is made with light. Even in this case, if I've told you, if you cut this piece, you shine light, you see light, you must you can say that it is an external source illuminating this piece and make it. And even if you cut a small piece, like a smallest atomic part, I'm telling you that maybe it is infinite somehow. You can divide it like in a pyramid, but you cannot deny this, that it is pulling out light from it. So this paper, okay, it seems trivial, but nobody said to you this until this hour. It is made with light. It has in composition light, and the electron you cannot see the Thomson light, that the electron passing a beam of light through gas in a gas tube. Okay, that's why I'm telling you cannot see the light. An object makes it obvious. You see it is in the paper. An object makes it obvious. You see the light bulb resonates the objects. and you see the surface of them is made with light, but you cannot see the entire field because because the light is not green, is not yellow, it is not. This is as properties as surface 3D of light. Okay, you cannot see the entire reality of light. It is a field. So watch another part from this. You'll see another piece, a portion of showing to you waves of sound. I'll show to you why. I'm telling you the sound is also going through the four-dimensional space. You'll see. So watch.
And others. Now is getting more in the foundation of physics attention. And the first part of the discussion was always, does this create contradiction?
Yeah.
There was a lot of debate, consider this case, this case, this case. It doesn't. That's the point. There is a coherence in quantum mechanics itself, so it doesn't create contradiction. So the idea here is that instead of adding many worlds or adding hidden variables, or adding a GWR
collapse,
extra collapse, another take away. The properties of any object are always relative to something else, and objects have properties only when they interact.
Now, in some sense, is there a many worlds-like quality to this description?
There is a many worlds. It's not so different from many worlds,
right,
in a sense.
Because if the particle isn't spin up on its own and it's a relationship, then the other possibilities, in some sense, are still there.
Still there, yes. In fact, it's still there.
Now, like I will show to you, like an example of the stadium, like 3,000 men singing. Okay, you have here the master channel here, okay, and you can insert here channels, many channels, you see, like exactly like in that manner is the same. You can superimpose like many instruments, like you see here in this channel I have like Sakuralis in this channel. Okay, this instrument like the sound is like this. The waves looks like this. Again is stored, you must understand, in a non-temporal manner, like a picture. So if you understand, you see? So now, in the second channel, you can have a pan flute like this. In the third channel, you can have like this is a concert piano like this, okay? In a harmor, like an electronic manner, an electronic instrument, like another plugin. Let's choose another one from plugins like this. Let's say a bell, something, gong. This again, you see hundreds of ways of this is our instruments. So you must understand. I have thousands instruments, like they are written with light. Okay, light gong. Let's choose another. They are right that inscribed with light and in a static manner. So you can superimpose analog bus. Let's see. And if you superimpose many channels like this, like in an orchestra, you have let's say 20 violins, 20 cellos, and okay. So this is the bass. This is the wave. The light is not a wave in only the case of music like this. Also the sound is a wave. So not the electricity or what. You see, so now I only will insert this for 4 channels. You'll see next time. Okay, if you watch that, now I'm telling you again, this oil is made with light. But it is important because you are believing that it's the speed of light. So I have not light in this paper. It is containing light. So what is the speed of light inside the paper? You see, you have an external source like a light bulb. It hits you are believing with the speed of light. This makes a copy in your register in your eyes or your camera. Okay, but I'm telling you that it is light inside. So what is the speed of light inside the paper? So now you understand that you are wrongly believed that the light has a speed. It does not have a speed. Look, but I'm telling you again, I pull light from the paper. I do not pull light. If you cannot deny, you can deny still that the fire, it is a separate matter. Like I'm telling you, the plasma is made. It's like you wave something like on a carpet. The fire, it is the base matter, and the rationality is light. Intersects the fire, it makes matter. So you can still deny that the fire is, how do you are saying, pro-ionized gases. It is a separate matter. But you cannot believe that I pull out light from it. But so now in this manner you are believing that it is traveling from the paper at your eyes with the speed of light. But before I pull it out from the paper, what is the speed of light? You believe that it is not coming from the paper. This light is coming from the paper. So the paper transforms itself, decomposes itself in light. You see? So what is the speed of light inside the object? What is the speed of light here? Because you have a picture, you write a picture with light, like here. In the computer, I have, maybe you will see a video on YouTube. It is stored, an entire piece of temporal piece is stored with light. So you are not only understand it has some speed, you make some process, you copy with light, the light that is static. So you see, it is from inside. What is the speed of light inside the paper? So it makes matter. You see what is the speed. Again, the fire is from inside, but you can believe from chemistry some ignition with oxygen and some ionized state. So I'm telling you, it is not. The fire is a separate matter. It is separate, and it is not have temperature. You see, because it is not burning in this case. Only when you do something it burns. But when it is inside the paper, it is not have temperature. You see, it is not burn, but now it burns. You see, it is. So in a plasma-like manner, to construct an object does not have these properties of and even not electricity. You see, can you register on a camera some electricity, but it has light. So now if you put a solar panel, you can capture, see some, you register some. So frequency, that's why I'm believing frequency, because it vibrates a piece that you are filming with, okay? So, but in this case, what is the frequency of light when it's static, okay? So that is not a wave, a ondulatory wave, okay? So now, maybe let's watch another part, and I show to you watch another part, and the last part I'm showing to you waves of sound waves, explain to you some channels, and you will see what I was talking about with the stadium image, like a choir, to understand the hyperdimension, okay? So watch.
The idea that properties are relational, it's sort of all over physics. If you think the great step in going into Newtonian physics in the Renaissance with Galileo, Kepler, and so on, was to answer this question: what is the velocity of an object? Right?
Yeah.
Is this moving? No, it's not. Okay.
With respect to us.
With respect to us.
Yeah.
But it's moving with respect to the sun. Okay. So the velocity of an object is not a property of the object. It's a property of the object and something else.
Sure.
It's a relational property. And in a sense, the relation to quantum mechanics is making this very general. Not just velocity, but all the properties of an object have to be thought relationally with respect to something else.
Now, when you say all, presumably not really all, like the mass of a particle presumably is not in that category.
Contingent.
Contingent properties.
The one that change, the one that is phase-based. So
another break, so this is a Sakura instrument, okay? You saw the wave, how it looks. So now about the temporal, you see, you saw that on channels, like in the case of the stadium, 3,000 channels superimposed in a one instant, temporal instant. So now the time is like a Lego accords, like you have exactly. So you understand time in a wrong manner. It's not like Einstein bended time, or you see this is Lego pieces. This Lego like this. From T1, from T2, how you're saying in physics, okay? Let's put another one. Double this, like in a mathematical manner, times 2, okay? Another one. So this is the time, if you understand. So this is the time, if you understand. So now, but you are imposing this in one channel. Okay, and now you understand like that 3,000 people singing together. Imagine that you have 3,000 channels like this. Each one has a sound graphic voice like this, like I've showed to you, like this.
The screen lights get here.
Okay, the time is like everybody sings for 1 minute. Okay, if you understand like this, and it is composed. This is like this. It is composed. The time it is composed like in accord manner, like this. You see. So you have like you are knowing about frequencies, so like in an infinite manner, like from minus infinite to plus infinite, or from 0 to 1 in an infinite manner, in cursive manner, okay? So you have frequencies, you have channels, you see, and you make time like this. And you see now all the instruments are together like this. Let's put notes here, if you understand. So now I compose the time. You can compose the time. You see, now in this total unit of time, I made different measures and different tones. Like you are knowing colors on light in an analog manner. You see, I compose time now. How do I want? You see, like compose it. And in the Lego, the resultant, like you have even absence of sound here, you see, and the components. Okay, this is not music, it's crazy, but okay, but imagine 3,000 like that guys that were singing. So now you must understand that the interference is wrong. It is not adding crests or subtracting. So you are wrong in many ways. These are, and you cannot realize 3,000 channels only if you consider hyperspace. And again, the speed of light and the sound is light. The sound is light, and the sound does not have 1,000. Because you cannot realize 1,600 kilometers per hour, because you cannot manage to do it. If you understand, the sound does not has a speed, has a temporal piece, like a Lego piece, like a temporal, and you can superimpose many temporal pieces in one time, like you see a single second, but with a many. So in this manner, you understand the time is hyperdimensional. Even it's hyperdimensional, and not in a probabilistic manner. It only that you can in a probability manner, like you have this length or this length or this length, and you compose the time, if you understand. You make an accord of time, and it is hyperdimensional, if you understand. Like it manifests in hyperdimensional way. Okay, this is everything I wanted to tell you. Okay, you 3,000 channels, so in a pixel, because now if I'm writing this sequential piece, like having 3 seconds or 6 seconds, maybe one, okay, 2 seconds. If I'm writing this temporal piece on the computer, it supports a static zoom. And so it's a picture of his sound. So now you see it's composed with 4 channels. So has all these temporal lines in 3 seconds. Each one has 3 seconds, each one of the channel, and you understand that it is wrong that correlating like Einstein time with space. If you understand, you cannot do this because the time is like Lego, like this. And when you write it in a static manner, like a picture, a new picture. I make MP3 from this, okay, like an audio file, and you will have a result on 3 seconds combined with all this. If you understand music, if you understand, Einstein is wrong, okay. So I'm telling you many things, okay. Okay, if you watch that now, I have some oil here. In similar manner, what is the speed of light in oil? You do not believe that the oil is made with light? You do not believe, because I put the oil here, okay? I have a glass, a 50 milliliter glass, like this filled. I have a cotton wire like this, and I ignited it, okay? Some properties of absorption of oil in a controlled manner, and it ignites, okay, and the oil transforms in what it is. Still you can deny, like in the case of the paper that is made from with fire. So what is the temperature of fire inside the oil? Only here has a temperature inside. So understand the fire itself, you can pull down some properties to zero, like a temperature and things like that. By the way, the temperature is limited. You cannot have billions of degrees. Okay, so you see. You deny. You can pull out like 4 hours of light, like for religious purposes. Somebody, maybe I use it, but maybe all guys or on churches or something use this candela, the names in Romania. Okay, you cannot deny that the light comes from the oil. Okay, you see, from the oil. So the oil is made with light. Again, you can deny that the oil is made with fire. So your carbon, hydrogen stuff, okay, but maybe the hydrogen itself is made with fire. It is phase of fire, okay. So you can liquefy fire in this manner, if you understand. You can, okay, because it is matter, 2 kinds of matter, but you cannot deny that is coming light from it. So in this 50 milliliters of oil, like from oil, it is made with light. It contains inside 4 hours of light, you see, but you can display it in 4 hours in this control manner, or you can pulverize it on an instant and you ignite it at once. You see, what is the temporal function in this manner, if you understand? So it depends. You see. So what is the time? Or it does not have a time somehow. You see. Okay. And now let me tell you my last part. I made a mess here. My last part, for you to understand that the light, it is a 4-dimensional. You must understand where I've showed you the waves of sound waves. Okay, okay. Now you must watch another part now from watch another part from Brian Greene, and I will show to you what I want to tell you on about light again.
So in this approach, how does this illuminate, say, entanglement? So I mean, I asked an unfair question saying, you got these two distant particles, you measure one, you find it up, the other one is down. I said, how does that happen? And of course, we don't really have a story to tell that's really convincing in the usual approach. Do you have a story to tell in this relational approach that sheds more light on it?
Yes, it is a story which is doesn't take away the strangeness of the phenomenon. The phenomenon is strange and remains strange. It's also a story that shifted it into the strangeness of quantum mechanics itself. The story is the following. If you imagine that you measure something here and you measure something there, you're cheating. Because who is seeing here and there at the same time? Nobody. To compare that they've seen the same thing, you have to wait until they communicate to one another. And once they communicate to one another, say the information is sent, then you can compare so now let's see what is the world with respect to the final observer that gets the information. There's no non-locality anymore because all the information is
So if you watch that, you must understand you are tricked with the speed of light, of sound. Like in thunder cloud, you see you are counting like 1, 2, 7. You see the lightning, and then you hear the thunder, the sound. But the sound, it is light. It is light. Okay, so now about the propagation or mechanical classical propagation or Newtonian propagation, to understand that the light it is propagating not in a Newtonian manner. Okay, this is quantum mechanics. It is normal mechanics and quantum mechanics or light propagation. But I've told you that light does not propagate inside here. When you only propagate it, in what case it propagates? But can you treat it that it propagates with time, space over time? Can you make a space over time on light? This is the question. So I'm telling you that not from the beginning you cannot treat a space over time. Let me write. Okay, force equal mass times acceleration, like this Newton formula, and you do not have another, my friends, okay, boys and girls, you do not have another. Some guys like to okay, you put this on 3D axis, Einstein formula, energy equal mass times acceleration times c squared. Okay, it's false. Energy, it is light, okay, and it's not due to mass, okay, and it's not related with the speed of light. So now what is classical mechanics means? Okay, you see you have a mass like this, a mass, and a speed or space over time relation, space over time, like it, like this, and already some crazy stuff because you divide like space with time. It's something like you cannot control my dog. Okay, so space over time. Do you deal with space over time? This is speed, okay, or velocity, speed or v, velocity or speed. Okay, this is space over time or acceleration or stuff style like this. On a meter square on this, it's only with geometry. This is the square. This is okay, an area when you apply this stuff. So but now an object with mass like this, it travels in a single direction. You see, you cannot pull this object and this object to go in two directions, like in that direction and that direction. So now this is classical mechanics, and another kind of mechanics is quantum mechanics of light traveling. You see, this object, if you understood by now, it is made with light. It's materialized light. Like the mass is due in a field of light, that it is a static field of light, and a supplementary one that is produced by the board of our galaxy, like in a spherical manner, circulates like this. Quantum gravity means a kind of way of light that goes like this and has some energies, tones in it, like in do re mi fa sol la si do manner, like in colored manner, like this. So like you have a laser tapes, you must imagine this. A green laser, you cannot see only the tip on an object, but it is a continuum wave. Another laser superimpose a red laser and all the tones of color. So that's hyperdimension, and it's somehow infinite. But so now let me tell you what I've told you, what I'm showing to you sound like. So now you must decide what three-dimensional movement with mass like this. You have an object and you have a three-dimensional movement. It is in three dimensions. See, x, y, z, exactly like this in the Descartesian manner. In a system, you have this object with mass made with light, like materialized light. And now, but now you do not understand what quantum means. The image of the object, how it travels. You see, this is the problem, because you can film this object with two cameras. This is double slit experiment. You see, if you understood by in a short manner, you have two cameras in front of this object. This object, if I throw it, I can only kick one camera with it and break one camera with it. I will in a classical manner I will break one camera with it. But now if I have a stadium and it feels me, okay, you see the same objects travels in multiple slits. Like you make this experiment in wrong manner with two slits and like like two eyes. You see, you receive the same images. So now, but you are tricked thinking about in a classical object like this, like you are believing somehow you're throwing through this phantas, like you shoot light through these holes. Basically are two holes. So like I break this up. Okay, and now you are believing in a classical manner, like this object you throw it through two holes, like through two eyes. But this is the trick, because only in an entangled manner it goes through holes, and not with the speed of over time. And I will prove to you with a stadium. So we have two holes. Okay, you shoot. You are believing in electrons, but I told you to the light. So now you are wrongly see light like ondulatory, like the ondulational, only vibrations of light in a material manner, and it has some frequencies per different metals, okay? Or sound. The sound is the light that makes like this, but light is not a wave, is not, and it does not travel like this. So now this object, if you understand, I see through these two holes, no? Okay, so you put two holes in a wall, and on one guy who looks through a hole from a wall, and the same chamber, the same guy, like exactly like this, okay? So now, but you put a camera and film the object like this. The object goes through both slits. You see, it's not like in a Newtonian manner like this and like this, okay? And how it makes like this? It makes an entangled manner. You understand this? You do not treat the eye serious, but it contain light and make some circle like. So the phone, let me tell you like this: when you open a phone, a camera does not receive the picture. So this is the problem: multiple location and entanglement. Like you must have an entangled state between the camera and the object. Okay, so the object does not go from here. How you understand? A copy, a virtual copy of it. So how many copies can you make? We can put 100 cameras and you film the same object. So now if you understand, you are wrongly treated like Thomson tricked you in a glass tube by curving a wave of light, knowing only the mass time force mass must hit another force of mass, knowing all this calculated the mass through a shift of the angle, and this manner you are believing that the electron has mass now. So now you are believing that the light it is electricity. In simple manner, it goes light, comes light. It's not converting from electrons like this. Okay, it is light. Okay, and now you are confusing knowing only the three-dimensional movement like this of the object must go from here or here, but the object in this case is virtual. It's a picture of the object. Okay, it's a picture of the object, and actually, and you can minimalize this. Okay. So now watch if you the national anthem of Romania. Sing by 3,000 people on a stadium. You will see why. I'll prove to you that there are 4 dimensions, space dimension. So watch the national anthem of Romania. Watch. Okay, if you watch that 3,000 men and women on a stadium sing together in a 1 unit of time, okay, 3,000, okay, so I'm going to prove to you that sound does not have a speed and is light also, and goes like in an entangled manner, like an image of sound goes like in an entangled manner. So now what you must understand in an entangled state, you put a camera here, okay, like 2 eyes, but you do not open it, you do not send electricity of light, it is electricity to open the camera. It is not making a short circuit or a pathway for the image of the object to travel, okay. So you have 2 cameras, one here, but one is open, one is closed. So now the object is one object, okay, but what it travels the image of it. It's not a probabilistical manner, because one it is not open, it does make the pathway. So but one is open, it receives the image, okay. So through what goes the object or the photon. So now you must understand like this. You must realize that you can make a little zoom of a big object, okay? Like let me show to you some sticks of memory sticks. Let me show. Okay, now let me show to you some memory sticks. Okay, I have like almost a tera of sticks here. Like I wanted to okay, so this is 100 gigabytes of info, mainly to you see USB let's say small piece like here, and you can store here like in an external temporal manner how you are seeing a movie or an hour movie, because I have here like 3 films, okay, not like serial ones. So let's say each one has 100 episodes, 1 hour. You have 400 hours, temporal hours stored here, okay, stored here. So now you must realize that some small zoom that you can make. So now what I'm telling you this, you see I have like you have a meter or I don't know, okay, that's this piece of length on an object, and you can minimalize it. You put it here. Now you understand that you copy a virtual copy, okay? So now you do not shoot, you shoot light, and the light, it is virtual, it is picture, it is light, does not have mass. It only Thomson like this, okay, calculating the mass of electrons, and then the light does not have mass, so does travel like an object. So now imagine that you have a photon of emission, a photon, like in a particular manner, like in a particle, like in corpuscle manner, okay, exactly like this. Let's say this is a photon, and exactly like in reality, somehow, let's say it's a probabilistic manner, it is collapsed in green. It has all the tones, okay, let's say all the colors, like this, but it shows to you the face that it has green, like this. But it is only one photon, okay? So this is somehow a probability, if you understand. It collapses in okay. But now you must understand that you do not shoot it necessarily in a straight rectilinear manner like this, like a photon. You have it at emission, okay? You do not emit it somehow. You make it entangled with the camera, and so the camera receives not the photon itself, a copy of it. How do you do not receive this object? You copy your object. So now you misunderstand by a rectilinear trajectory manner, like velocity, speed over time, like this, okay? And now you in your head you must see like an object traveling through here or through here. But now I can make multiple slits, if you understand. I can break another hole. You put another camera. The same object makes many copies, 1,000 copies, and goes. But now I've told you. Imagine, there's a prior video of mine, a girl says, imagine us shooting through these slits an elephant. You can do this, because why? You take a photocopy of an elephant, so you shoot it through these holes. Again, your trick, somehow you are believing that the photography, photonic photography, this is what a photon, okay, the image of the elephant, or you minimalize it. You must understand by now that having this stick have 200 gigabytes, 256 gigabytes, okay, this stick of memory stick. So I have like 1,000 hours, temporal hours. So with men filming many years, okay, you put them all here. It's not the many cells, but the image of them. So now you shoot not you are believing somehow you shoot an electron or a piece like a photon, but you do not shoot the photon. You shoot exactly like an image. But you copy, duplicate it, shoot it again, and you shoot it again. So now what it is what you are shooting. You are shooting exactly a picture and image, exactly like this. Like, let's say this, I don't know what it is. Like a bear, okay? You shoot this bear. When you see you are believing somehow you are isolated like this individual photon, like the click, okay, like this individual photon somehow. But now I make a photocopy of this, okay, and I duplicate. You see, like in a copy paste manner, and I shoot it, I duplicate and shoot it and duplicate and shoot it, like in this manner, like in internet manner. Everybody can access this. It is stored here, okay. You photocopy it, and everybody watches this, okay. So now it travels in a Newtonian manner. Liquid mass, it does not travel. It is the same picture. It is not. Is a photocopy of it. It is not the original, but is identical with the original, because it is a light copies, duplicates itself exactly in an exact manner. So now you are believing somehow it goes through the camera in a rectilinear manner, like this, like an object travels. Okay, so must in this case you must have a velocity, a space over time. But it is this I'm going to prove to you that it is wrong in this manner, with this stadium, if you understand. So imagine now that you have this object here, okay, and you approach and you recede from it. Okay, this is a static object, and you film it from here or from here. Now, where is the image? You see, with location. Until you do not intersect it to film it, it is not. This is not making duplicate copy of it, like when you open this camera here or here, and now you recede or approach. You see in the laser manner you are building somehow that the light travels like this. Okay, you see the point. It is a vibration, perpendicular vibration in Newtonian manner, like this. Okay, but now why this object should make a copy here of itself is no camera to film it. So where is the location? The location of the object is precise like in here, but there is no opening to film it somehow. So that is not interference pattern. Only some points of it resonate, is like pathways too. And it's not the same photon going there. It is a duplicate photon. It duplicates it. Okay. Okay. So watch another part from Brian Greene, and I will show to you. I will explain to you more. And
but when I unravel that story, wouldn't I still need to explain why there's this correlation that whenever this one's up, that one's down. Whenever this one's down, that one's up, which would be surprising if they're both just 50-50 up and down and not somehow talking to each other.
Because you are...
Oh, you're going to say I'm assigning the property to the particles still.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay.
Exactly. So the idea here is that think that the mistake is always to assign absolute properties to particle instead of relative to something else.
Okay, if you watch that now. So now if you understand the hyperdimensionality and non-locality and things like this is localized. So this is the source of the emission. From here is the source of the emission, but now you do not shoot it like in a bullet-like manner. In that part, you open your eyes and it makes a duplicate in your eyes, and another guy open eyes. You see the same object. You see, so it's not traveling the object, a duplicate of it. So now what I'm telling you is not making this with the speed of light, only with a short circuit, some and the relation is not space over time. So how I'm going to prove to you like this. So now imagine a source of radio source. You'll see you emit radio, and you have in a town cars on the road. A car is driving with 100 miles per hour, another car with 50 miles per hour, another car with 20 miles per hour, another car with 10 miles per hour, and you have 10,000 cars, and all of the cars, or 10,000 cars, have the radio opened, okay, on some channel. So see, in the similar manner, the transmission is made with light. If I show to you the waves, okay, the radio waves are sound waves, and they are image waves, and the zoom of them are very small. You can store it here. That's why you are very small. You can make it very small. It is somehow in a conditional manner to be that zoom small. Okay. So now let me tell you, you are believing somehow that the speed of sound, it is 1,600 kilometers per hour. Okay, but so you can you explain this if you have some antenna let's say this is the antenna that radiates the waves, radiates the waves on our area. It has some power like a light bulb on per volume. I'm telling you that it resonates it resonates the subspace or the hyperspace. And you have a problem if you are believing that it's a speed of light. You see that's the vectorial manner. You cannot add 300,000 kilometers per second the speed of light. Okay, kilometers. You see the vectors of speed. If you have 100 miles this vector of speed, with 50 miles this vector of speed, 50 miles and 100 miles, okay, okay, you know that it is going to be a resultant. You know how to add vectors or like this, okay? But the light, if it is emitted with the speed of light, like you emit it from antenna or a radio, and you have 10,000 cars with different speeds, you understand somehow that you cannot add the vectoral trajectory of emission of a radio source on a car, and now you have this problem or the duplicate. You are believing somehow that it is sustained a resonance, you know, and it is emitted exactly like on a mechanical classical manner like this. But it's not like this. The radio is switched on the system of the radio is like a rational construction, and it is entangled with antenna. So through entanglement it receives a duplicate copy, and you understand that you cannot explain 3,000 kilometers per second somehow. You have all the vectors and trajectories of cars. So one goes like this, one goes like this, all the speeds and all the trajectories, and all of the 10,000 cars are switched on the same radio channel emitted by some antenna in a town. So it is a charge per volume, like a volume, like a sound volume, to hear it somewhere. So it resonates. But see, now you understand that it is not located somehow. It is not the voice of the radio here, only when it is intersected. So now you understand somehow that it is in hyperspace. If you on short, so you cannot realize. But if you want to lie, you put this vector of 3,000 kilometers per second. You take the antenna of emission of a radio and 10,000 cars with 10,000 speeds, different speeds, and 10,000 different trajectory of vectors on a plane, like okay, and you resolve this. And you resolve how they are receiving at the same hour, in the same present, the same transmission, radio transmission. So now you must understand this from it is the connection in entangled manner, and it is in a hyperspace. They're not dealing with space over time there. The connection is made in an instant manner. Is not the speed of light. Is only a volume per space. And the connection is made on hyperspace. So now let me tell you another example to entail this more, to how to underline this more. Okay, let's listen again. Let's listen again the national anthem of Romania, sing by 3,000 men. For you to understand again that the hyperspace must exist. So watch. So if you watch that football, like soccer, football, we say, okay, in Europe, or soccer in America, game between my country, 3,000 men. So now let me tell you, believe the speed of sound is a sound emission of a voice. So now they are singing 3,000. That's why I've showed you that channel, 3,000 channels, and are like this, and are like this. Okay, in the middle you put a microphone, and you receive from all directions. A zoom, okay, you can make a zoom of sound, you can minimalize it, if you imagine like this. So now you understand something about time. If he is always going to sing another single guy, the single second, two guys, single second, three guys, 3,000 guys, single second. It is a second of time, but it is, but you see the temporality, okay? So now it is going through hyperspace. Why? You have this, and you cannot explain with the speed of sound. You have 1,600 kilometers per hour going from this man, 3,000 men, okay, and going from this man or that man and to all the men. You see, this is another way of understanding. There's not classical mechanical propagation, and it's not like in a wave manner. Like the space is radiated. It makes a duplicate copy, a small copy, enters in a hearing of everybody, 3,000 men. So now if you want to have this vector 1,600 miles per hour, kilometers per hour, the speed of sound, you have all the vectorial trajectories like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Why? And you have let's say a spherical stadium like that, okay? So let them hear one more time, okay? It's like. So now let me tell you something. You see, it's a temporal radiation and a spatial radiation. Like you can, if you have this light, you can only see it from this. Okay, but from some distance it disappears. So there are zones of you hearing more, but they intersect all the channels. So but now if you want to pretend that you do some math and it is not hyperdimensional, you have all these vectors, 3,000 vectors, okay, and it's a permutation, if you understand, not probabilities, not another kind of mathematics, combinatory permutation, because one guy sends the sound towards 3,000 men, and each from 3,000 men sends the sound for another 3,000 men. So multiple vectors or trajectories. So now, but each guy hears 3,000 men in one instant. So you see the temporal it's a temporal problem, if you understand. So that's why I showed you that waves on computer. So let me tell you what I believe. There's a hyperspace. It resonates and it makes a duplicate at distance. The ear somehow hears here, so the sound does not travel. It's like light goes through another dimension and makes an intersection, superimpose 3,000 channels and enters in one ear, okay? A small zoom proved and demonstrated by our capacity to write on this kind of stuff, thousands of hours of temporal normal hours, okay, like in this state. So you understand that each picture here it is resonated like in image-like manner, and it receives superimposed 3,000 channels, and each man the same. With some differences, you hear louder, you see like the volume. The volume is something, some properties of light, okay? So this is what I wanted to tell you, and these are two proofs that you can think about them with radio antenna to understand. So if you not are speaking correct in a correct manner with quantum, quantum like this paper, okay? Like this paper, it is the probability, but I draw a line like this, a double one, a triple one, but it's not probable. It's what I'm writing on it, okay? So this is the temporal probability, even like if you understand. But if you understand the time now is like a zoom. It is, you can scale it a small scale, almost in a conditioned manner, like we are used to see big pictures like this, but if you understand that you can put them small, and you saw the zooms of sounds, okay, you understand that this pixel or the photon, how you are saying, is more complex than you are believing somehow. Let's say that it is like this sphere, it goes to infinity to zero somehow, okay, and it's somehow does not have dimension, and this photon is copied by other photons at distance. This photon is not traveling like in a Newtonian manner, in a trajectory, rectilinear trajectory himself, or like image of himself by resonance somehow. Another photon identical with it copies, it duplicates it, okay? So this kind of makes a zoom, and the photons in the camera duplicates it. It is not traveling the light itself, it stays here, the matter of the, so it duplicates an image. So between virtuality and a mass vectorial manner trajectory, classical trajectory. So combining all this, if you understand, you do understand that light is light, sound is light, and you treat in a wrong manner space over time, like this. It's a hyperdimension. And let me tell you supplementary stuff now. I've told you, if you imagine all these colors be like an infinite field, you cannot see it because it must hit an object to see it. Okay, so it says some resonances. So has a particular matter like this, like a small ball, but it is somehow infinite, infinite small. So another matter you can write on a tip of an atom, like this, maybe infinite information somehow, but somehow we begin to understand. But if you understand that here are 1,000 hours of temporal matter, it is temporal somehow, it's laid by in a strata, okay? Maybe to explain to you more this some other time. But now let me tell you who is producing this field. This field is space, because Einstein said many things wrong, okay? So the ether does not exist. The ether, or this is the field, this is the space, light field, and the fire itself somehow goes in that dimension, form of it, okay? But let me tell you who is producing it. Our galaxy is a sphere like this, is not a spiral. That spiral stuff are clouds, static clouds, or the fixed ball, like exactly. I kept this because you see the spirals, luminous spirals, okay, with many pieces in them. It's an our galaxy, you cannot see the universe. These are tricks, okay? And you see the Orion the same way, it resonates at a distance through three 1,000 men on a beach, you see the Orion constellation, you see multiple trajectories, it resonates at distance. You cannot explain this in a rectilinear matter light going through in this rectilinear matter. So our galaxy is a sphere like this, surrounded by clouds of water clouds. In them they circulating electric light energy like this, okay, like this. This is gravity. It is light with some electricity in it. How do you understand electricity? And there's another field, static. It's not going anywhere. It's infinite somehow. It's constituting with it's the 4 dimension, space dimension, and it is light, a light field with many tones. Like you understand, maybe colors. Or notes like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, tones like this, and you are treating wrong like in quantum matter. It's continuum fields and discontinuum fields, and you understood maybe how you can shoot a photon, but you can shoot an entire elephant, a copy of an elephant. You minimalize it, you scale it almost to zero, the image of an elephant. It loses the energy and everything. But you must understand, already made like this. But you do not understand what we are doing, okay? Because our invention not found through science. So it's not propagated elephant himself, and you can shoot an image with an elephant. That becomes a photon. The photon itself can duplicate, I'm telling you, an elephant somehow, or it is like a geometrical infinite sphere and resonates like an elephant. You can shoot an image of an elephant, okay? But it will not duplicate the elephant until you open the sensors. So it is not making, you see, an entire orchestra sings. If you do not open the ears of a microphone, you do not register orchestra. You put a microphone here on this chair, you open it, you are registered the orchestra. You put another microphone here, you open it. If you do not, so you put a microphone here, you understand the relation or non-locality and not propagation, rectilinear manner. You see the only difference of volume, of intensity, or some properties of like energetic tones or something like this, diminish with distance. Okay, so I'm telling you, this hyperspace exists. Is constituted with light, tones, and okay, and it is another one, more electric light manner, that but light also that is circulating through the clouds and ignites the stars. And this is the cause of gravity, a light field, but another kind with some speed and some trajectory, makes like this, has 4 wings, 4 ways, like in 4 manners like this, and ignites the stars. And beyond this, there are clouds like a night, like when sometimes it rains on all the planet, okay? Clouds covering the entire Earth like Venus. These clouds are covering all the galaxy, like in a vapor manner, and they are kept like this with a light field resonate that let them to go solid like ice, and they're liquid even, and they are producing this light field, okay? And it's programmed somehow to act somehow on our galaxy, and we cannot see other galaxies, and the galaxies are in our galaxy are simply stars, or understand, zones, luminous zones, clouds full of pieces, objects, exactly like this, and produce light. Gravity is not attraction, it is light, if you understand. So this is the video, a big video. I've told you that a hyperspace and hypertime exist somehow, and there are some temporal accords. The time does not bend, is comporting like adding some accords like in music, like if you understood. So if you've understood. So this is the video. Goodbye, God bless. Matter is made with light and fire. And the light, it makes all the Mandela. Okay, goodbye, God bless. I only wanted to tell you that Big Bang is false. We can go to the stars. This is a star. We can go here. Imagine you unwrap the Earth like in a flat manner, and it's filled with light. So this is like a geological the geometry full of light, with mountains, with this black stuff is not the light. That's why I told you you cannot see. In a mirror you see only light, you see, but not the entire reality. We can go to the planets, but the stars also. This is a star are close. We can go here you can traverse it like this. It's not has thousands of years. Okay, it's inside our galaxy and are simply stars, flowers of light. So okay, goodbye. God bless. Only good. Like, share, and subscribe. Goodbye.